right, Jennifer. I'm
all right
so
there?
yeah.
Are you okay?
Well, yeah, I'm fine. I'm just so look how pretty the.
Oh God, don't barf because I'm gonna barf.
It's so pretty. Last night was so.
It wasn't it ever so.
Oh my God! I think I'm gonna have sex with that captain.
Yeah, if you throw up, I'll throw up. Your hair's in your face.
Thank you.
The editing, y'all, with this tandem throwing up. Even Benny said it was like a beautiful thing of nature. Then just going back. And then, like, people they were scuba diving, and the people were seeing, they're like, hey, someone's puking above us.
I'm glad you said that like Aisha.
Y'all, I bet you the fish were eating that puke.
They probably were. I mean, it's all organic.
Hey, let's trying to get some puking in tandem.
You're going to miss that voice.
I'm going to miss that voice. People send me her reels all the time. Just because they're so delightful, and she's always doing this voice. Oh,
y'all, it's Below Deck Down Under, Season 1, Episode 17, the finale. Drink like no one is watching.
Or otherwise known as My Time in College.
Poodle's Time in College, yes. Y'all, news alert. There is no finale. There's no
reunion.
No reunion.
So this is that we've seen. There's no next Tuesday is the premiere of no wait. This was the premiere of Below Deck Adventure. There's just another episode of Below Deck Adventure. So nothing
which we're not covering.
Yeah. We only wanted to do one season of Below Deck at a time.
Yeah,
this was rough.
it was not. I didn't like doing two at one time. I always had to like keep it. It was confusing. Y'all, real quick. On December 3rd, we're going to be. Kate Casey's doing a live show in Los Angeles at the Improv.
We're her guests.
We're
doing
her
a guest for a segment.
And then also on November 19th. I believe, yes, at the Dynasty. Yep, at the
I'll
Dynasty.
handle your schedule for you, sure.
Oh, please. At the Dynasty Typewriter there in Los Angeles, Nikki Levy's show, Don't Tell My Mother, is doing a live show. I'll be doing that. And Poodle will be piano catting that night somewhere in Los Angeles.
I'll be supporting you from afar.
Or maybe in the valley. Maybe in the valley, depending on where the night takes him.
Ooh. Those are crazy nights. If I start in Hollywood and wind up in the valley, I've had a story.
You've had a story, y'all. That is so check that out on our link tree. What else? Love is Blind. Everybody, it's like the number one show on Netflix. The season's really, really fucking good. It's so amazingly good, y'all.
Number 2 as of I think 2 days ago. So not
still
number 1
3
yet.
weeks in. It's still number 2.
No, but I don't think it's been number 1 yet because some other shows are up and up.
Oh, wow. I thought it was. I thought I looked. Oh, you know what? I think I was looking because Love is Blind Brazil premiered, and that's some people are watching that too.
Who fucking cares? I'm sure they're hot as fuck.
Oh my God, the dick of Love is Blind Brazil.
That should be it. Like you're the Love is Blind. Then when you see each other, then you both show each other your genitalia. It's
like that British dating show, but the reverse.
Yes.
Why don't we get that show in America? That's the show you and I would be perfect to recap.
It's ridiculous that America is so prudish that we don't get that show.
We really should recap that show.
I don't think we can get access to it, really.
I don't think we can either. We don't have time. Anyway, y'all, Love is Blind. It's great. Anything else, Poodle? I don't think so, right?
No.
We'll be doing I'll put in the Facebook group, the Discord that's coming up on Saturday of our Leslie Jordan watch and chat of the movie Sorted Lives.
Do that today to give the Carl's wives a chance to try out Discord.
Yeah, that's true. I'll have that up by tonight. So, anyway, y'all, we're so go to the Facebook group for that, and I think that's about it.
Right? Yes,
All
this
right.
is the final episode. We kind of sewed up a lot of loose ends,
Yes.
but I feel like we only had there were 2 crew members we didn't have for very long, so it was kind of hard for them to do a big okay goodbye to them.
Yeah,
You
even
know,
when I was writing, I was looking over my notes and I was going, Taylor, who's Taylor? Who's Taylor? I keep forgetting who Taylor is.
I think she'll be back on another season.
Yeah,
I
and I
think
think
she
she'll
was
be
interesting
fine.
enough.
Yeah.
I actually I would have this entire crew back for another season. Not so fast, Jamie. I think he's the
Jamie,
only one.
he's so hot, but he is not meant to be on a boat.
No, and he's a beach. He was
He is.
so crabby and
Like when Taylor spilled the drink on him and he got so bitchy about I was like, are you fucking kidding me? It happens. If I got mad every time Poodle spilled a drink on me, we'd never be getting along.
You know what? Most of the time it's clear, so you're fine. Maybe I'm trying to get the stains off your clothes. Maybe stop eating pasta.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
But
Yeah, he's a bitch. He is.
I would never have thought I would like to see Benny return, but I kind of think I would. It was fun. Culver, you know what? I could kind of give 2 shits about Culver at this point. With the last 2 episodes, but Brittini, I would love to see Brittini back.
I would love to see
Toomey,
Brittini.
definitely.
Yes.
I have heard that Toomey and Kyle were spotted filming together. I don't know if it's for Below Deck Down Under or Below Deck Med or for another one of the
Who do you think the head would be? Kyle?
Toomey. Kyle does not need to be a chief stew.
He does not, but
no, it would be Toomey. I think Toomey's probably Toomey's been one of my favorite stews in a long time.
Oh,
I love her energy.
her.
She's also extremely capable. She's playful, but she doesn't start drama. And
but she'll finish it. She'll come for people.
She gives good sound bites.
Yes.
Yeah, she's a real find. They need to keep her. And Jason's a star.
Captain Jason is a star.
The way he and the way they make a good bit of having him shirtless in at least every other episode. I take notice, y'all. I take notice. Bravo. He's a star.
They know their audience.
He's a little micromanagey, kind of like first or second season Captain Sandy before she knew what the cameras were. But but everyone else I really like. And Aisha, of course. Bring me more Aisha anytime.
She was wonderful.
And Nate's great. The chef.
Yeah, Nate's good. Except for Nate, honestly, I have to say all the men I could kind of take or leave. But all the women I really liked.
I agree.
I even though she was terrible, I enjoyed having Magda on this chip.
She was a blast. You have to admit, though.
It is a thing. I went to a Halloween party and there was a guy who was from Poland and he was fucking crazy like her.
Yeah. They
wanted a party.
I did say, I said Polish people are great at a party. I did have some people say, not my father-in-law or not my sister-in-law.
Well, maybe when they get older, but when they're young, hung, and fun.
Oh, I partied with some crazy people in music school who were Polish. Woo!
Wow.
The drinking didn't stop until the clothes came off. And then it started again.
I feel like one of those girls. I'm sick to my stomach now. Y'all, I love it when the gay guy was like, I'm so fucking drunk.
God, these guests.
They're
was
terrible.
Another obnoxious charter.
They were a bad charter.
I liked it when they went through the list of what they wanted. And it was like, so they want a beach picnic, a Spanish-themed beach picnic, a vow renewal, scuba diving, Mardi Gras, then a gay pride celebration. Then they wanted to shut off fireworks. Then they were going to plant a tree in honor of Arbor Day. And because they shut off fireworks, they were going to shoot the 2 lesbians into space. like Sally Ride.
Yeah, who we were right is a lesbian or was a lesbian.
Like there were so many things, and then they had a circumcision on the boat that
Yes.
night. One of
Shalom.
the
A
fat
bris.
queens got circumcised.
Yeah, it's a bris. It's a bris.
It was too much that y'all need to edit. You need to edit because I would be so exhausted from that day.
It was too much. It was like they wanted to put gay pride in one day. It's like queens that come to
Yeah.
gay pride that want to fit everything in. They literally want to have all that experience for a weekend.
And then they like sleep for a week after. They can't even go to.
I don't know why they don't make like a girlfriend's movie or like a hangover movie, but they make it with like gay pride because that actually happens. People get so drunk they don't remember what they did.
We have to do gay movies that mean something now. No more fun gay movies where we show stereotypes.
Well, Bros was funny. I think I still haven't seen it yet.
But that was all about fighting stereotypes. No, we've lost that credibility now. We can't just have fun gay movies. They need to have themes.
I just want to see a gross like knocked up where a guy is giving a gay guy a rim job and then he like farts
Like
on
pukes?
his face and gets like
another
lube,
gay
lube
movie.
stains on his face. Yeah,
Another gay movie was those kind of movies, and
no one saw them. Never mind.
No, it's just, but I don't know. Gay movies have to mean something now.
All right,
They have to be based on Pride and Prejudice.
That's true. The boat gets stuck. That's all you need to know. They get it done. Poodle, what's your first tea bag?
My first one is my first one is talking about Jamie, who gets very upset that he wasn't called by Captain Jason to run the tender. So, for someone who doesn't want to be called a bitch and has problems with other people being emotional, he is just about the gripiest bitchity bitch that I've ever seen.
He's so hot, and I would still let him dick me down, but he probably would bitch about it later.
He's so. I think what it is it's just he takes every little thing personally.
Well, he's insecure and he's very judgy of other people. He's very insecure. You can see that. And he's got this perfectionist monster. And I think he has imposter syndrome. And so, but he projects it onto other people.
I think the worst thing is he has no problem sounding super petty on camera.
None.
Like that. And that's the unawareness. And I'm sure when you're out there for a couple weeks that with the cameras, you start venting your frustration. But I would always be thinking, I say that now, I'd probably be a fucking nightmare.
Well, you would be a nightmare, but also you're a gay, effeminate man. He is not. You have to think about what you're saying. You grew up thinking it. But if you were on a reality show and drunk.
Who were you calling a man?
You're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You would be completely horrible.
I don't object to either of the two you said, gay or effeminate.
No, but just a man. You should know, if you were on a reality show, you would be the villain, right? You know that, right, Poodle?
I think I would.
Okay, I just want to make sure you know.
Yeah.
You would be the villain.
I think I would, and I think they would edit me. They would get all of my worst qualities, and I would constantly be saying, they never showed anything good about me. They never showed me working at a soup kitchen.
They'd say, we have your podcast partner here today. Maddie, was that a true representation? And I was like, exactly him. You got it perfect. I'll completely throw you under the bus. That was him.
I have my moments where if you got a soundbite of me, you would go, oh, you'd be a villain. But especially moments of like if you caught my face when someone said something, or I would for sure. I already have my strategy for Big Brother. I've already curated my image of who I'm going to be.
Apply.
I know, but you won't see the real me for at least. You won't see the real me for 3 weeks.
I want you to get on there, and I want you to win.
And y'all
do it for the sissy boys.
Even the fake me, you'll actually like the fake me. I know how to turn it on for a while.
Oh, Maybe when you're on Big Brother, since the show, you won't be able to do the podcast. What if I had your mom watch the show and I did the podcast with your mom every week?
She would not be able to commit to that, and I would not force that on you.
I'd do it.
That's right. I would be out for 6 weeks.
Yeah,
You'd have to. I think it would help our numbers for fucking sure, though. Unless that was reviled,
honestly.
Unless it was like Todrick Hall, and everyone was like, "Holy fuck!" I will say that is an example of how not to behave on Big Brother. Woo!
Maybe this isn't such a good idea. Never mind.
No, I think he thought people would respect his kind of take no prisoners, and he was so shitty to people.
Well, it's different when you're on. It's like for us, we have people that listen to our podcast that get us, that like us, that begin to love us. He has that with his YouTube following. These are people who don't come to a show for you.
Yeah, that's true.
They come for the play, and so it's a much different. My next teabag is, did they need to be scuba diving when they're this fucking drunk?
Yeah, it did seem a little. I think
not a plot point, but I was concerned.
Even Captain Jason's like, so you're going to drink before you go. But I think you can't hurt yourself. The scuba instructor looked like a fucking child, by the way.
True.
He looked like a teenager.
He did.
Like he doesn't have a driver's license. Anyway, I noticed that too. It seemed like they were. Can we talk about the barbecue flaring up? I was kind of, now it looked like maybe they edited this, but it looked like someone had let that gas go for a while.
Yeah, Benny did.
Yeah. But it wasn't long. I'm saying on the show, the way it was edited, it didn't look like it had gone that long.
Has that ever happened to you? That happened to me once. That my dad yelled at me, "God damn it, Matt! Turn the fucking gas off!" It quickly will blow up like that.
Not maybe they turned it all the way.
Yeah, I think he turned it on high. If you turn the gas on high,
right,
and because I don't know if he turned it on high. Usually there's a light feature, and some of the older ones don't. But even that, I believe the one we had didn't have a light feature, but you still would turn it on low. You wouldn't turn it on high gas.
That's true. But he was over there with a fucking cigarette lighter trying to light it instead of throwing in a match?
I think it was an older thing, yes.
That scared me, and it kind of, I had to stop watching because it's one of my biggest fears.
It did what?
It scared me. You scared me. You scared me.
That scared me.
Oh, that scared me.
Oh, that scared me.
I miss her. Bring back that lumbering corrections officer, Brittany.
I do love that Benny screamed like a woman.
He did. Did you see his Daisy Dukes caught on fire? It like singed them. And someone said, "You're on fire." He's like, "Ah!" And he did look somewhat like a seal. Because his eyelashes were seared off, like puffers, the sea lion stowaway that Captain Sandy has as a confidant.
Yes.
Tell you what, puffers, it's just me and you. It's adorable. He's got a little kerchief, got a little sailing hat on.
Sailing hat.
Yeah, gets all the fish he could want. It's the mascot of that voyage, mascot of that vessel, Puffers.
All right.
It's
dry here. I need water.
So stupid. But no, I was just like, that was a moment where it felt really, really dangerous. And it was. And Captain Jason was like, this could have gone really bad. And it was just, and I thought about it on a boat. Yeah.
I don't know why. Again, I don't know why I didn't have a light feature, but I feel like the grill couldn't have been that old. I think he was doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was hot when Captain had to light it. It was hot.
The lesbians got married, y'all. In their
Yes, and Jamie and
boho
Culver just
skirts.
shirtless, so it was a win-win for everybody. The lesbians were happy. They saw some women love. The gays were happy. We just saw.
They ran for the bouquet,
Oh,
and one's like caught it. And it's like, oh God, I don't want to get married. And I'm like, no, get married. The ship is the perfect time to push them in the water.
oh, Jesus! You need to not tell your secrets.
You could have the captain marry you at the same time. Make sure your will is all caught up. Push them over to the side. Who knows what? No one knows what's happening in the nighttime with a boat.
The opinions of Jake Anthony are not the opinions of reality gays.
It's the perfect time for a vow renewal husband disposal.
All right, this could be used as evidence. We're going to take a commercial break, and I'm going to school you on legalese. All right. I know he's been a bitch, but Jamie, he was shirtless, but then he's wearing that cop hat, and I'm turned on.
And those like pink pants and those suspenders. I'm sorry. He looks like a gay porn star. He really does. He's
exactly
tall.
Exactly what he looks like.
He looks like a gay porn star. Yeah.
Oh. Ooh.
Like he's like Tim Tales / Raging Stallion. I'm not sure.
Yes.
He doesn't look European enough for Tim Tales.
He's not dirty enough for Tim Tales, yes, but he's also not hairy enough for Raging Stallion.
Yeah, he's in the middle.
And he's almost like a
maybe men.
Or men.com or Next Door Raw.
Next Door Raw. Yeah.
Wow. Gay men are disgusting.
Some of you have told us. I've never learned so much about gay pornography.
Can you imagine? Hey, Mom, I got a new job. Oh, really, Timothy? What company you working for, Timothy?
Next Door Raw.
I'm sorry. What, Timothy? What Timothy?
Next Door Raw, Mom.
Oh, is that vegetables? Raw vegetables, Timothy?
Sure.
Yeah.
A lot of carrots. A lot of zucchinis, a lot of eggplants. Ooh.
Wow. No finesse in gay porn site names anymore.
No. It's just like loademup.com. 100% pure fucking. FUCK''N. That's it.
Loaded.net. Wow. He's a gay porn star. He should do it.
Yeah, he looks gay porny. He's very gay porny.
This is kind of with the party they're having, but what did you think about Culver drinking so much?
It's interesting. I thought of this. I think in life, he's one of these people who works really hard at getting his image. He's obsessed with the way people think about him.
Mm-hmm.
And I think this was hard on him being on camera.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what he was doing to cope. He's so close. And I think hearing that the captain had a target on his back from Jamie, which is the worst way to keep someone like Culver from even feeling more shame. What Jason exactly right later on the end, that Jamie should have, instead of saying what the captain said and kind of putting it on Captain Jason, he should have said, I want you to do better. I'm going to tell you how to do that. But he didn't do that. And so Culver was just feeling, I think he did it because he was just feeling so much shame. I think he probably did it because Culver has been like almost doing big acting stuff for the cameras the whole time, which is why he gets on my nerves. But I think he was tired. He was under so much pressure, and he just hit a wall where he's like, I can't do this anymore. I can't be away from the people who know me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think he's also one of these people who, I think he doesn't make good friends, strong bonds easily. I think he makes surfacey friends.
Yeah.
And I can't believe he's still going with Bertini on that van. I cannot believe it.
I can't either. I can't either.
Maybe he's paying. Maybe she's
I
paying
think you
for
called it. I think that's exactly who he is. I think that's
Yeah,
exactly.
and I think he was drinking to
Because it
numb.
shows why there was such a. It's like we got a Jekyll and Hyde, like a totally different Culver. You're like, what happened?
I think he hit a point where he was, and I don't think he's used to not being the life of the party. And I think
Yeah.
there was more drama
On
that
the
was
ship than,
happening
yeah.
that was outshining him, and he wasn't getting validation constantly.
Because
And he
let's be honest,
just
he's the hottest person in his town.
yeah, definitely. He's the football player. He's the golden boy.
And somebody with that body has perfectionist issues. They have to.
Or inadequacy issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a combination of both, because y'all, they're the same thing. Guess what? If you're a perfectionist, you also have fear of inadequacy issues. You have imposter syndrome. I've heard that. Not at all in my own therapy appointment.
No. No experience. No, we're like not familiar.
No experience. I'm just spitballing here. Really.
Not familiar. Not familiar.
No. Trust me, when you look like Culver.
It really is. Captain Jason talks to him about it, and Culver's kind of like, it's like the last days. Who cares? Yeah. And Jason kind of talks to him about it and says, if this was not the final charter, you would. They actually had a good talk about it. He said you would be gone, but they kind of came to an understanding about it. It just,
what it told me. He's a spoiled person. He's spoiled
Culver?
by his family. Yeah, because
I think he probably has been too. Not that he doesn't work hard, but I think he also expects to be able to get away with whatever.
Yeah, and after a while, it's kind of like, well, why won't someone see? I'm just not even going to care anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it is hard being somewhere where you're not celebrated constantly for people like that. And I don't think he's meant for. I don't think he's meant for a future in yachting. And even Jason even shadily said that about Jamie and Culver. He's like, I don't know what Culver and Jamie are going to do, but Bertini, that was one of the. I will say this: Jason's weak points is that he throws people under the bus to give praise to others.
He does do that.
It's not good.
I understand where the thing is, Jason doesn't seem sensitive about stuff, and he kind of, and maybe this is an Australian thing, he kind of assumes that all men aren't sensitive about that stuff. And I will say the problems with Jamie and Benny, I do think start from it's interesting. Jamie and Jason actually, I think, are a lot alike in a lot of ways. Not as good leader, but the way that they feel like men should just, let me rephrase that.
I think
Jamie is sensitive. Jason is not, but they both still discipline men the same way of razz them, dig at them. And Jamie does it because he feels inadequate, where Jason, I think, just has fucking big dick energy and thinks everybody has that.
Yes.
There's something about, and so, but either way, both of them together, I think, caused this kind of unhealthy dynamic of the men on this boat.
I agree with you. Yeah, I could see that.
And I don't know if you saw this, but I noticed at one point, Jason said, "Hey, Jamie, I recognize you and I started
I saw
all this." And so he said, "I think the best way for us to resolve this."
And my TV got really fuzzy.
Really fuzzy. And Jamie said, "What do you mean resolve this?" I don't know why, but Jace, he said, he said, "Captain Jason, I'm trembling right now, and I don't know why." Is that what you saw?
Put my dick in your mouth, and that's when we'll see.
What? I don't know how to. Ooh.
And he then takes his shirt off, and his hairy chest is just like right there.
God
damn.
And guess what, y'all? He called Jamie his bitch, and Jamie liked it.
And he liked it.
He
kissed a boy, and he liked it.
Because Jamie has a nice, smooth asshole because he waxes it.
I think he actually might. That's true.
Think he actually might. Yeah.
I think. What's the next?
I don't know. That took me somewhere. I don't know where we are now. He let Bertini drive the boat. That was nice.
Yeah. I want to say one thing about Benny here. We've seen this sort of Cinderella story happen, and we've seen this kind of arc of a turnaround, but usually it has nothing to do with someone who's kind of got a shitty attitude at the beginning. They're
Mm-hmm.
usually just not good at their job, and then
Mm-hmm.
they learn to be a
They're like a
better crew
Magda.
person.
Like Magda could have had
Yes.
an art where she learned to get. And y'all,
No,
we
she
had a
couldn't have. Not Magda.
no, but we had a Stu sissy come at us and tell us. By the way, she said it's true. Laundry is fucking. What I'm so glad I remembered this.
Carly.
Yeah,
Sissy
yeah, yeah.
Carly.
Well, I didn't want to say her name, but you did.
I didn't. You spoke for it. I wasn't afraid to say it. Because I thought it looked complicated to me.
Sissy Carly said, I can't even put it into words why it's so hard. It's mainly because there's so many things that cannot be washed together. Kitchen
Yeah.
rags, polishing rags, rags used on deck, microfiber clothes can't be washed with lint rags. She's like, so that's all these small loads. She said, and then there's the crew uniform. It's
Right.
very confusing because each person has their own uniform. And she said also too, basically it's organizing crew uniform is a nightmare. And then there's guest laundry. Usually they put a bag that's labeled for the room, and then they basically, you never want to ask a guest if this is their article of clothing. You just want it to magically appear clean in their room.
Right.
So, all right, Magda, we'll give you a little bit of grace. All right.
You mean no? It was Taylor who was confused about laundry.
Well, Taylor had never done it before, but remember, Magda couldn't get it.
Oh,
She just could
couldn't.
never get it. And I read that and I went,
She also couldn't get service.
no, she couldn't get any of it. So it just shows you Magda's not meant for yachting, y'all.
Well, and I just don't think. I think most of these people, I think we have really high expectations going into this show that everyone's gonna do their job really, really well.
No.
And I think as we see, it's usually like one of the deck crew, and usually it's the third stew who that those are the people you watch, and that's the one you watch go down in a blaze of glory.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's fun every season to kind of watch the chief stew lose their minds, but they had a pretty good but Magda, interestingly enough, she could be super shitty. She was, if Ryan hadn't been there to commiserate with, I think Magda might have tried to actually make it.
Yeah, I think so. But Ryan
But
took her down a path.
Ryan was one of the darkest clouds we've had on the boat, even darker than Lexi.
Actually, more than Below Deck Med, I wish we would have had a reunion of this cast because I think they would have gone at one another.
I agree.
Between Ryan and Jamie and Brittini, like I think there would have been a lot of infighting on the reunion. I think it would have been a good reunion.
It's weird because all they need to do is they Zoom it like they've been doing all of them. It is
We're
strange.
doing both shows at the same time, Andy Cohen. I don't know why you can't.
And the show did. I'm sure it has something to do with Peacock issues. I'm
sure.
certain it has something to do with how it wouldn't have been able to air at the same. A new episode wouldn't have been able to air on Bravo at the same time. So I think it had to probably air on Peacock first, and Peacock probably said, "No, we're not doing one."
Yeah.
So it was probably Peacock's choice. Yeah.
Agreed.
I want to see you, Peacock.
Peacock. Anything else? I don't really have anything else except for when they leave.
I want to just say that I loved that Toomey. I think it was Toomey and Aisha. Remind me of there are two people who always work together well, and they always understood that the other was going through a bunch of shit, and Aisha, as a leader, always made sure she jazzed Toomey up, and Toomey makes sure she always, even during the Magda situation, Toomey said, "I wouldn't treat that like that," but that's not the kind of person Aisha is. So she didn't talk shit, and that is the ideal relationship that a chief stew and a second should have.
Agreed.
And they just killed it.
I bet they're friends still in life.
Oh yeah, I think Tumi's going to go far with the franchise.
I think so too.
Yeah,
And
I think.
Aisha.
Oh God, she better.
I think they're both stars.
Well, Aisha was at the Bravo Con thing. Aisha was at, and she's like, "Oh, I'm here with Captain Sandy. I've never thought I'd be in New York City. Oh, look, it's adorable. Captain Glenn is over here.
Say goodbye to her, Poodle. It's time.
Oh, I'm really gonna miss it. Kiss today, goodbye." I'd also like to see. Did you see that one thing where Nate kisses Brittany and just like Frenches with her?
She finally got somebody to make out with her. Bless her heart.
She was an interesting person on this season as well, because she wasn't your. I think it's always a little weird. Not weird. It's always really challenging for women on deck if they're with alpha males as their bosun.
Yes.
And Jamie was not as shitty as other mostly South African men. Storm is not like them at all.
Yeah.
But we've had some awful South African.
I haven't had them yet. So
yeah,
I've missed them.
Oh boy,
they're in the earlier seasons.
Yeah, Ashton, Chow, all the Brew Crew assholes. But I think she would have had more problems with knowing who she is if she would have been on a boat like that. She did have some problems with Benny and mostly with Jamie.
With Benny. I think Courtney and Brittany would get along well.
Oh, they would. They're both woohoo girls.
They're woohoo girls, but they both work.
Yeah.
They both do their shit, you know? I think they would get along really well.
Yeah, Courtney's another one who needs to be in this franchise for a while. She's beloved.
I would love for them to have like a deck crew that's just all female. That'd be awesome.
That would be a goal, I think.
Like, to have Malia, Brittany, Courtney.
That would be. They don't love to do all one thing.
No, they want people to fuck each other.
Yeah,
but Captain Sandy would love it.
Oh yeah, she would. Like a whole. Look at my boat. A boat full of girls.
Suddenly, she would want to have deck night at 10:30. She's like, "Hey, everybody.
What in the name of Paula Cole is this?
Hey, everybody. Dawson's Creek's on at 11 p.m. I'll see you in my quarters.
Because I don't want to wait." And with that, I'm out, folks. You've been great.
Y'all, that's the season. We get a little bit. Captain Jackson's
this version. I did like
it. He was talking about his daughter, and he ends up getting reunited with his daughter. It was very sweet.
In the Philippines.
In the Philippines. Y'all, that's the season. Thank y'all for joining. This was fun. No reunion, so this will be it. Poodle, normally I do
a renewal. It has gotten a renewal.
Yes. Can you go ahead and have Aisha just take us out, Poodle?
Sure. I can only think of one thing that she would say, and it's still my favorite thing that she would ever say. Mega has exposed her nipples to the China guests.
And with that, everyone, it's
Anchors are gay! Anchors are gay!